Okay. Okay. Are we there? Are we there? Are we there? I think so. Yes, we are. Cool. Are we done with the ad break yet? No, not yet, but that's fine. Hello and welcome. My name's Kevin. This is Dude for Bruce. We're here in Crusader Kings 3, a game about... What is Crusader Kings 3 about? The command Herbie is exclamation Herbie to see if it works. If it doesn't, then we can triage it real quick. It's a game about a pretty looking spreadsheet. That's pretty much the game. That's what this game's all. Yeah, seems like it worked just fine. Hopefully we don't get copy strikes for that, but you know, we'll come with it at any point. Clapping cheeks, getting the bag and making friends dead along the way. What's CK3 is about? What is Crusader Kings about? This is the true question. Let's go. You're pretty looking. Thank you. Yes, no. What are we doing today? We're gonna do a custom character somewhere on the map, and we're gonna make them have all the new fragile traits, all the old man traits, the blindness, the dementia, the what are the other one? Frail bones, frail heart, to see what happens. No, CK3 is about making your family tree into a table. I mean, that could be one. Welcome in Twitch, welcome in TikTok, welcome in YouTube. Let's get our face centerized a little bit more. Cool. But yeah, that's what it's about. That's what we're doing today. I also wanted to look quickly, for whatever reason they have in the beta version, they have 2 of the upcoming DLCs already available for you. Songs of the Realm. Songs of the Realm has 13 tracks to accompany your rule, from peaceful country melodies to rousing battle themes, remastered Crusader Kings classics, play along new arrangements of European folk dance. The music pack is the perfect soundtrack for your dynastic ambitions. And then I think it's another Symbols of Authority is another outfit pack. Symbols of Authority include 7 new hairstyles, royal headwear inspired by historical models to accurate the majesty of your character. So yeah, lots of new DLCs to be coming. You can't deny, we've all done it. Made your family tree into a table. I can deny it. But yeah, let's start in 1066 as a custom character. I don't know what we're gonna do. I just, you know, good times to start playing some CK3 as always. Especially with newer content on the way. We can also just play a little bit slower today, a little bit of a chiller stream, and then maybe tomorrow we'll play some Age of Wonder. 3 games in 1 week? How is that going to be possible? We'll see. Did they always have this building? Am I just misremembering this? Romanesque Abbey of Mont Saint Michel. Have they always had this in the game, or was this a new addition? I don't remember this being here, but maybe we'll play as a Norman character living off this coast from this random thing, because we get +1 gold and I don't know, some other things. Maybe that would be the spot to start in, or we could start in this really wealthy mining town. Or we could start in Bohemia. Everybody likes a good Bohemia run. But I think we'll start as a Norman, create your own character. We're going to call him Ranulf. Sure. We're going to get all the traits, all the bad traits. Let's look at them real quick so that we can see what's going on. So they've now, if you have been not keeping up with what's new, Infirm is now a tiered trait. Same with Withering Mind, which is all about, this is like dementia. Cloudy Eyes, which is about becoming blind. Faltering Heart, I assume, is all about like heart attacks and shit like that. And Fragile Bones, which, you know, your bone's gonna break. So let's just load our boy up at that. We're also gonna make him the elderly age of 33. Which I think is funny. De Lion, that's funny. De Bruce. We do it for him. There we go. Little outfit. We have so many points to work with. Damn. So we can get him going with that. Welcome in, Bliss. How you doing? Let's make him temperate as we like to. And can he be eccentric still? Yes, he can. But he can't be stubborn. And then we'll make him gregarious. I also want to make him a poet. Maybe his life goal will be to be a poet or something like that. Seeing as he's had bad health. He's a guy in bad health, that's for sure. It's crazy because you can then make him disloyal too. And we could probably get him fully statted up. Disloyal and burdened. Can you then make him a beautiful genius? Oh, genius is too much. You can make him beautiful quick and hail. Wow. Herculean's a little too much. But we can make him robust. Interesting. As long as we're a stat man. Artemis 2? What is that? I don't know. Oh, it's the rocket ship. Sorry, yes. My thoughts about us returning to the moon after 52 years of being away from the moon. I mean, what took so long, guys? Us going to the moon in 2.5 hours. Maybe we'll click over to watch. Hopefully we don't get to... I'm not going to say what I was going to say. It's just, we don't need to breathe that into existence. Okay, we could be not Herculean, but let's do robust. To the moon, says Bliss. Hail. And then we'll make him a charismatic negotiator, leaving us with a couple points. I kind of want to look at these stats real quick before we do them again. I just want to see what prevents each one of them. So that's probably going to be important to know. RSC, they're going around the moon. Ooh. Is it bad that I don't give a shit about space? I'm glad NASA's doing it because like all the research and stuff like that comes about it is really cool and stuff like that. But space travel sounds like a terrible, terrible experience. This trait progresses every year. It is mitigated. Anytime that you become wounded, they will instead become severely wounded or brutally mauled. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, good to know. Don't get hurt. Faltering heart. This trait progresses for every mental break. If this reaches 4, you die. Okay. Cloudy eyes. This trait progresses every year. It is mitigated. Avoid traveling. Avoid locations in the desert or mountains. Okay. So don't go to the deserts. And then withering mind. I think this little kid in me says, fuck it, yeah, let's go. Launch me into the big metal rocket. To prevent dementia, having friends, lovers, keep your stress low, having family hierarchy or seducer trait, travel and partake in activities. Okay. So there's a couple of ways to mitigate all these things. And firm, I wonder, this trait is progress yearly, and when sick, it can be mitigated. It can be mitigated by what? If you get to this return fully level when constantly ill and by small amounts every year. Okay. So which one of these is gonna, let's take a bet now, chat. Which one of these is gonna kill our character first? And can we become a poet before our boy dies of his frailments, his ailments that are causing him ills? Where is poet? Did we already choose it? I don't think we did. There it is, poet. All right, done. What do we got to do to... Maybe we have to listen from beautiful. I was hoping we maybe we go adept and then we go to I've been hyping myself up, binge watching for All Mankind with my wife. That's fun. Why are you making me in CK3? I don't know, Notebook. Welcome in. How you doing? If you make it past 10 years played in the with those traits, you need to teach me how to play this game. Yeah, we'll see if this, I don't know how quickly these will tick up or tick down. It will be interesting to see what happens there. It's definitely, we can't be beautiful. We can be handsome. Handsome. Let's be charismatic. And then one more point. Oh, no more points there. Let's find a better name. Turold? Turold? How do you pronounce this word? Name. It's funny because several other Turold. Several other creators are live right now. I think Jillian's like about to go live. I think Tarkus is already live. A lot of CK3 out there right now on Twitch and YouTube for you all to enjoy. Okay. We can enable this mode. The elderly traits are here and they're here to stay. We also, the other thing I saw recently, they added in, not in more game rules, but here, unrestricted dynastic legacies. Dynastic legacy tracks use the normal cultural, government, or regional requirements. So now all rulers can have access to unrestricted, Akam Tourist, welcome in, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. All dynastic legacies now can be gotten by anybody without having to do the prerequisites, which I think that's an interesting touch in the game. They also have changed these. I think they just changed the symbols for nothing more. Let's just do impact 10, and then let's try to become the greatest poet on the face of the earth before the illnesses get us. You should play Eve online. Lol. Wow. Follows and then he hits us with a prime? God damn. Tourist, thank you very much. Can we get a praise B for our friend? Just immediately was like, you know what? This shit's good enough. I'm good at I enjoy it enough. Let's give this man a nice $250 a month. All right. Now we can see if the other thing that they've added to, which I think has been long overdue. Jack, thank you for the follows on Twitch or on TikTok. I'm watching you on YouTube a lot. Gotcha. Have you figured out how many new kingdoms and empires you can create with the new patch, Dad of Bruce? I think it's 4. From what I've seen, the one, this isn't appearing for some reason. Why doesn't it appear there? Does it appear in here? Where does it appear then? Where does Carthage sit? Huh, maybe it doesn't exist for whatever reason. Carthage is one. The other one is the, there's one over here in, as a Cossack. Britannia should have one. The Cumbrians, which is, I think, just up here. The Duchy of Cumbria. And then there was another one that I keep forgetting which that one was. But there are several. Those are the ones that I've seen. I think there's one more, but yes. All right, so our goal as our character is to become the greatest poet. We want to befriend people. So let's do that one. Let's do thoughtful. Let's flatter some people and stuff like that. I got an idea. Hit us, Tano. How you doing? Wow, our court is kind of miserable, so we're gonna have to fill up our court. Oh shit, I forgot to change our sexual orientation. Why not do a Cumbria kingdom? Right now, I kind of want to see how bad the health traits dominate us. So we'll see how that goes. We could marry an intelligent woman. It doesn't really matter. Our legitimacy right now, what is it doing for us? Really, the reason we keep our legitimacy high is so that we can marry people more easily. If the lower it is, the harder it is to marry people. I guess all of them are by decision. Carthage demands Styrian culture and Cubrian one Cubria culture, but I don't know what you need for Cossack. The Cossack one is weird. I think you have to be nomad and Turkish. You have to be the nomad government type and then Turkish to get it. You also have to be an adventurer. But why don't we try to play small, play local? Because we never play, we kind of always play wide and all over the place, but not ever just like vibing. God, these people suck. All right, let's just fill the slots for now so that nobody's not in them. We could marry the Princess of Croatia. That doesn't really make sense for our character. Who's gaming? Welcome in. Maybe we try to marry a lord, or I guess a lord would be what we would most likely want to do. Harold would want, but unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen here. Can we marry somebody into the French kingdoms or Brittany, like somebody's mother? We could do that. To hear more of a roleplay view of things. What? I mean, we're a poet and our boy is eccentric, gregarious, and temperate. So we're going to definitely marry up. We're going to get a beard, like you said, Herbie. And then from there, we're going to probably try. Why don't we try one of these? Family members of the Welsh family members. That makes more sense for us. Or this 28-year-old. They're live in the beta branch of the game. Except I'm starting deep in the center of Catholic territory. I'm currently doing a save trying to take over the culture head from Byzantine as the Greeks. Oh, so you're just gonna try to big brain them out? Maybe it would have made more sense to start as a child. We could visit the Silk Road if we wanted to, but let's find a wife. I don't think this lady's the nicest. What about this one? Another full. How about we'll marry this lady, this 26-year-old who's also whose father is about to die, but we're gonna host a grand wedding. Can we even host? We don't have the money for a grand wedding. We're just gonna marry her off. Sweet. To the being Gerald, I gladly to the being. Why is he saying it that way, dude? You could be joined with my daughter Gottschild, matrimony. May Saint Birdie bless you both. Looks like we've already been given Chancellery of the Realm by our Duke. So why don't we send him a nice little poem saying, dude, Mr. Guy, you're doing such a great job as our Duke. We love you so much for all the things that you get up to. What is the one that's going to give him the best? Piety, stress loss. I mean, it is stressful times for him. He's probably a little stressed out. He's fighting for England. Let's give him a stress reduction. There you go. Nice. And just like that, we are already becoming the best poet in all the lands. Dr. James Basketball, that's exactly what I've done, starting in Holland and jumped over to Kent. We'll see how quickly these tick up. I'm feeling like they shouldn't go up that high, but time we'll check in. How about we check in every 5 years and see how far they've come. Damn, she's already pregnant. God damn, our we got strong ones. Ooh, interesting. Looks like a loyal or fear to our one count or our one mayor who's our steward and a vassal of ours. Why don't we butter up the Duke a little bit more, you know? Maybe we've got, oh, he's leprosy. Never mind. We're immediately out on the Duke. Super swimmers, exactly. What's the other thing? Oh, the ledger. We can go on speed 2. The ledger is the other new cool thing that has been added. You can now see how long certain things have been around in the games. You can sort artifacts. There's only 292 artifacts. Excuse me, your mind is withering. Gained 4 trait experience within. Okay, well, that's not good. We got to get friends like ASAP. Frick. Why don't we get Count Odo? Why don't we become his friend? Befriend him. He's the count over from us. He seems like we've got similar things in mind. He's greedy. I could be greedy. Leprous guy's tough. Dream player, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Shame you're Norman and not one of the Frankish cultures that have chivalry. I think Norman has chivalry. Chance de Jésus. No, you're right. We don't have chivalry. We have the other one that is for extra poet bonus. Well, we could always switch over. It's not like that big of a deal. Damn. Cloudy eyes is already going up. How do we mitigate cloudy eyes? Just don't leave the house. While it is not possible to cloudy avoid travel, avoid this, avoid that. Just, there is no avoid. We're gonna go blind first, it seems like. We're seeing how quickly we will either break a bone, have a heart attack, go blind, or become dimensioned. Have dementia. We had a son, Turl de Bruce. He is quick. He is hale. We will name him after oatmeal. Welcome in. Welcome to the De Bruce family. May you live long and prosper within our household. Who knows? Your father might die real quick. Does it become less likely to get elderly traits the more than you have? That is a good question. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. I think it's just like, because why don't we look at the some of the people with the worst health. How do you do that again? Health. And we sort by not top, all. The guys who have the worst healths, do some of the characters start off with, like this guy already has fragile bones, but I don't know if, it doesn't seem like pneumonia, cancer. It's just a lot of people injured or have plague right now already. It's just the beta. I don't know when the fresh one comes out, but hopefully soon. How much to increase this? We need Norman culture needs guilds and castle and Bailey. Why don't we build a farm so that we can host better feasts here? How is our leprous friend? We could also help join this conflict of our liege, and we'll be closer to becoming friends with him. Can you not move this? Okay, you can't, I guess. Unfortunately, Odo does not want to be our friend. That's okay. Go ahead and raise our troops. Add them to his... What else was added? It's mostly the ledger. I think the ledger and the traits, as well as a couple kingdoms here and there. Those are the main things that got added in. Outside of that, I am unsure. Acolytes. Yeah, that's right. We should look at the acolyte stuff real quick. Shit, not invite. I don't. Well, actually, we can't do it. We're not a dickhead. If we were a duke, we'd be able to do it. Dude, we might, we might break a bone so quickly. How do we mitigate fragile bones? Avoid traveling, commanding armies. While it's not possible for progress, you can prevent larger trait path increased by. Well, it's not possible to prevent it. Okay, so fragile bones is by far the worst one because no matter what, you can't mitigate it. There's no mitigation. Once you get the broken ass bones, you stay with the broken ass bones. Unfortunately, we didn't have incapable. Should we restart? We haven't even gone a whole year. I forgot to add incapable. I'd like to have all 5 of them. Like the psychopath we are. We only made it one area and then immediately stopped. Freya was in there. But there is incapable one too. Look at this fucking dude. Look at this fucking dude. Look at this fucking dude. Oh, so silly. Temperate, gregarious, eccentric. We need him to be infirm. Sorry, not incapable. Infirm. That's the one I wanted. We missed infirmed. And then we go burden and disloyal. So now we have, and we'll make him the crazy age of 33. His eye spacing doesn't feel correct. I mean, yeah, that is possible. We want to be a poet. Poet. No, we don't read YouTube chat. Why 33 specifically? Because I'm 33. Stefan. We don't ever read chat, actually. Thanks for bringing that up. This is actually pre-recorded. They added zoom in the designer, but I also wish I could rotate them. Should give positive traits. Yeah, we're gonna give him positive traits in a second. We do it for him. Maybe we try to max out. This is what we try to do. Why don't we try to do one of the mind, which is poetry. We try to max out poetry. One of the body, hunting. Try to max out hunting and poetry before our character inevitably kicks the bucket. We can make him handsome. He's a pretty little lad. Quick and hail. I think that's good. I mean, it's funny because like now you can make them, you can get Bloodfather so easily now if you give a character all these bad traits. Before they didn't have so many negative traits that you could immediately, if you took all the negative traits, could you? No, and bread's bad, but yeah. BT Deb, check out education trait 4 and 5. Education trait 4 and 5. Oh, domain limit 2 and domain limit 3. You're right. So does stewardship do anything differently? Domain limit 1 and 2. Whoa. Interesting. Does everybody get to whoa, is everybody get domain limit now as a level 4? Wow, they've nerfed that. I prefer CK2. Oh, I'm glad you prefer CK3 2. Sub-Saharan Africa, no expanded. We should give positive traits. Yeah, we already said that. They detached it from stewardship alone. Yeah, everyone gets a domain limit 3 to 5. That's good. So now you just have more. I wonder why they chose to do that. We have a bunch of points not allocated. I guess we could get a better this. And why don't we get Traveler too, just to spice things up a little bit more. Traveler. And then Bing, Bang, Bong, Biff, Bath. Okay, that's fine. Stiffen. Stiffen! Will you go blind first, or will you become incapable? He's looking. He's not looking good. Let's to say that. Stefan is having a bad time. I'm gonna dip out and get an early night. Have a good one. All right, notebook. Have a good rest. Why go 0 prowess? Because we shouldn't be in any sort of fight at all. Our boy should not be in fights. Let's go to down diplomacy. We're gonna go thoughtful. And then the rest we're just gonna go into here. Yeah. Wow. Why was the Princess of Norway not an option before? Interesting. Like I said, let's marry a local wench. I mean, lass. Let's do this. And let's fill our council. Or did we get lucky this time and they actually gave us counselors? They did give us counselors, except for one of our counselors is a level 0. When it comes to that, we don't have acolytes, right? That doesn't come until, when do you get acolytes again? Interesting. What is this? Permissions, player heirs. Oh, wow. So you can just say no more player heirs can be, I don't want any of my heirs to be other children, knights. No more of my kids can be knights. That's good to know. I see that KCD2 has had an amazing impact on Kevin since he replaced the word lass with wench. I mean, we played a lot of KCD2. But let's go ahead and try to befriend the Duke before he becomes too crazy. We're gonna send a poem to him. Oh fuck, our poetry sucks. Our poetry sucks. It's gonna be very hard to befriend him, so why don't we join him on the battlefield? Dude, our dude's neck. This guy is mostly neck. In his frail mood. Look at this neck on this motherfucker. Look at this neck. We're gonna run a quick ad. We'll be back in 3 minutes or less. Mike, hi. Welcome in. I remember Kevin, he's half blind. Yeah, I mean, that's true. He is half blind. He is a Tortuga. We have been made Chancellor by our king, or Duke, soon to be king. We can go and help start causing mischief in the lands beyond. Let us switch over our dude stewardship to increase development here and then bring down prices. It actually doesn't bring down prices. Did I misremember that? Just brings down construction time. That's right. Not prices. Hopefully we can get some free cash. Oh, war on liege? What the heck? What the heck? Oh, our liege is... Liege is liege. Our liege's liege is being attacked. That's what's happening there. We also don't need as many special troops as we have. Let's get rid of these guys. I don't know why the game gave us Pike, but they did. My liege's liege. My liege's liege's liege. Oh, fuck, guys. We're gonna get infirm. Which one? All right, chat, right now. Let's just put this together. Is infirm, withered mind, cloudy eyes, faltering heart, or fragile bones gonna take us first? My guess is fragile bones takes us. What happens at level 4 fragile bones? It's just that each day frame grows nearer and nearer to breaking. Just a shit ton of prowess reduction, life expectancy -10. They go up 4 points each year. Yeah, but some of them you can mitigate. Like our boy Fragile Bones over here has already got 6 points. How is that possible? Right now, it seems like Fragile Bones is the one that's gonna... I don't think it kills us. It just makes us incredibly shorter lifespan and also more likely to just die from the most minor of wounds. So, good for us. Sweet, we got some extra cash. We can use that to build up our farm systems. Why don't we go and sway our liege, become his friend, help him in his endeavors of taking over the lands here in... I don't know if I like this change. I don't know why this bothers me, but the color kind of bothers me a little bit. Is that weird to say? The color kind of... I liked it when it was white. Kevin racist? Is Kevin racist? Chat. One's in the chat if Kevin is racist. It doesn't kill you, just makes you lifespan less. Yeah. Oh. I've to get fortified. Oh, you're right. Can we modify him? He can have more of my troops for, you said fortified? Additional construction costs. That is really nice. And then we can go back here and say this for this. Okay. I guess we shall roll for it. Roll D20. You passed. Ah, good. Sometimes you don't pass the... Oh god, is his army gonna come wreck my army? All right, we should skedaddle. Not very nice. It's ring around the rosy, chat. Watch out. We'll fight them in the forest here. Now my allies' army has shown up in time. It's gonna be great. Our troops are there to help. We're adding to the overall glory of our lovely Duke. Are we in love with the Duke this time? No, we're heterosexual. Boo! Boo. Love this game. Dylan, welcome in. Nice. Oh, El Cid has joined against the Mercian attack on... it's family against family here. What is Mercia doing? Mercia's de jure claim on Earldom of Westmoreland. Westmoreland, interesting. Or not, is it Westmoreland? Yeah. Are you incapable or a hunchback? Neither. We are infirm, withering, clouded eye, faltering heart, and fragile bones. Did my army get stack wiped? Oh, it did. And one of our allies was slain in combat, which is unfortunate. Which means we need to go and find some new people. Let's go invite some new people. Because our lovely friend who was our diplomat has passed. A knight has arrived. He's unwell. Let's go ahead and recruit him for 20 gold. Sure. The realm can have financed that for now. Let's assign him to this, even though he's better the other way. Thank you for the rose, Dylan. With faltering heart seems like a buff for bisexuals. Hold up, what? What do you mean? Because stress reduction? Oh, because you can seduce both sexes? Is that what you're saying? Except for we're becoming more infirmed. All right, we better get on our plans of trying to become a hunter. How expensive is a hunt right now? Mike Hunt. You can 60 gold is the cheapest we can do. We gotta wait 1 month. Why don't we try and befriend the Pope so we can ask him for that? You need to have an heir. We do need to have an heir. We're working on it. Our wife is preggers, so that makes sense. We could get this big, strong man. We could also try to befriend him. How much is it to recruit him? 25 gold? I don't think we need to spend 25 gold on him. Let's station our pikemen, I guess. For whatever reason, we have pikemen. Kevin, seduce all the maidens. Yeah, we will. Especially all the... Interesting. Navarra is married to France. Would not have guessed that the move, but, you know. That is something that the AI likes to do, silly stuff. The only maidens he could seduce was Magdalena. Dude, I didn't realize Fly was gonna swoop that. That's insane, dude. Fly came in at the 11th hour from the top rope and just absolutely came after Magdalena in more ways than one. And I was not expecting it, which good to know. Magdalena still got it. Just because she old doesn't mean she ain't trying to, as they say. Okay, we have a guy we can go hunting. Let's go do the hunt. Let's do that hunt. Let's do the hunt. We're gonna do this, and then on the way back, we'll go visit the king of... Can we do that? Wait. Customize route. Wait. Don't tell me. Okay, we can... Okay, it's there. It's way out of our route, though. Okay, so we can't actually do it. Never mind. We're infirm. Fuck! I forgot infirm won't let you go hunting, so can't do that. I guess back to the library with my dumbass to send some nice little poems to people. How often can we send poems? One dream is dead. Immediately dead. God. Dude, we are... No, this guy is dead. He's... Oh, we already... No. There is no way we make it past 45. We're dead at 45. There is no way in my mind that we don't hold a feast. Yeah, we should. Can I recite some of my poetry at the feast? Dear sirs or madams, we'll name this one. You're a rough looking 35. I mean, yes. We'll name this one after Bliss. He didn't get any extra stats like Oatmeal did. Sorry, Oatmeal. Guest of honor is one of our neighbors. But why don't we wait until the war is over, I guess, or until we're done doing this. All right, we did not increase our friendship with the liege. So instead, why don't we find a local person to befriend, or we could just befriend somebody on the council. Why don't we befriend this guy, send a poem to him, see how our poetry goes up this time. 5 points of poetry, love to see it. Let's befriend him. What's your goal here, Kev? Stay alive as long as possible while having all the health traits. Also become the best poet. We're working on our poetry skills. We're making a 3 gold a month? What is that from? Damn. We're making cash monies, dude. Let's go ahead and host a feast in the honor of somebody. This guy, Mr. Ooh. Let's make our goal to befriend people so that we stave off dementia at least. We're ill. So what does that one affect? Illness affects dude, our withering mind is happening. Damn, that stat reduction is so quick. Oh, we're already infirm level 1. Jesus. Man. So don't get these traits. That's the thing, is they don't seem to be mitigated. BT you get now from being a chancellor of your liege. Previous, you only received gold from stewardship. Let's see. I don't think so. Vassal taxes, church taxes. I think a lot of it's our own taxes. Good. We need to make a friend. It's too late for caution. You lose the trait ill. Thank God. Progress yearly when sick. Oh my God. We're gonna become... We're so cooked. All right, everybody's here. Let's make friends. We need to befriend somebody. Whoever the count. Yeah, this guy. Look it up. Effects on you, prestige, fellow vassals, monthly diplo. No. Doesn't seem like they get, we don't get that bonus. Try to become friends with him. We need friendship. We did not befriend him. Wards and lovers. We have a ward. We should romance our wife. Seduce our wife. Oh, we can't do both at the same time. That's right. Infirm at 35 is crazy. I mean, it is. And we're trying not to be, but let's see. High regard for Mr. Ooh. We gained eager reveler trait and some other bonuses, but still, we are dying. Oh. God, that's what's happened. Oh God. Okay. It makes sense to have a salary for each council position. I agree. The fact that you don't get some sort of bonus for that. God, we're becoming infirm by the moment. They need to reduce. God damn, dude. It's only been 2 years and we're already cooked. Time, we have not put up a good fight against Father Time whatsoever. It's because we don't have the money. This is the thing we're gonna learn real quick. Is if we had more money, we could be doing all these other events. God, and now our eyes are getting all fucked up. Improve relations with this guy. I mean, you should also have more bonuses as a counselor. If I'm the chancellor, I should be able to do one other, like, counselor duty. You know? Like, the chancellor should be able to do a diplomatic visit to a neighboring realm or something. I don't know. Or if you're the steward, you should be able to do inspections for free. As the marshal, you should be able to do that. Like, some other things. Let's hydrate. Thank you for the hydration reminder. Yeah, no health insurance. No health insurance at all. I said fragile, but I didn't realize that infirm was gonna be such a pain in the dick. You will not gain renown because it is uncrowned. Okay, well, we'll wait until his crowning ship. Should we offer to join this one and then we become friends? Finally, we have a friend. Whew. Fought hard for that friendship. Let's see if we can get another friend. Yeah, I think it should have the similar, like, council tasks like you have with administrative government types. Like, there you should have tasks that you have to go do around the realm. It would be an easy ad. Why is that stress gain so much? Interesting. All right, just give me the friendship. I need more friends. Thank God. Now we have a second friend. How's that doing on our mitigating our brain rot? I don't think it's mitigating it, chat. I don't think it's mitigating it at all. Having friends, the more the better. Slow down descent into oblivion. Isn't all life just a slow descent into oblivion? You know, I guess one is whether you're conscious for it and then immediately unconscious for it. Crumbling mind increased stress, I think. Yeah. We need to ask the Pope for some cash. Let's go ahead and befriend, or let's seduce our wife. Or let's befriend our wife, actually. Let's have a nice after coupling handshake. That was very good. So silly. Our beautiful boy, Bliss, Bruce. I'm surprised. Exquisite gift for the wife? Cheap gift for the wife? She don't get no gifts. I'm sorry, we're broke. She knows we're a one county count, who the only real moneymaker is Mont Saint Michel. Which, was this in the game before? I was trying to ask chat earlier this, because I don't remember seeing this. Maybe I just don't zoom in up to this part of Normandy ever. It feels relatively new to me. Can we go to, can we even participate in tournaments? We can petition the king. Fortified the borders. I don't think that's what we want. Sponsor priests. Military assistance? No. Realm peace. Send a bailiff. Council position? No. We just need more money. But we are slowly but surely befriending people. Mostly within our own realm. How far away is our wife from becoming... Oh, wow. Our wife is fourth in line to inherit that one. Train nights, other events. And random events for council tasks could be depending on whether tasks your liege is currently doing. Like Marshall, you could have random events if your liege is using council tasks to improve control or train. Yeah. And you could poach a knight or two from your liege if you want to, pissing them off. That'd be fun. A little bit of corruption. I love a little bit of a corruption. To be honest, we don't need to be spending this much on our army. To be honest, I don't think we need this army at all. I'll keep the siege equipment because having more siege equipment is fun. But I think we're gone outside of that. How's the war going? Looks like fine. Greetings. I hope not to come to the, but I am with no other option. I must rescind you as appointment of England. Oh, well, that's fine. Not very nice, but it's fine. Looks like there's these guys over here. Can we win this fight? Oh, he's got a level 27 general. No, we immediately lose that fight. Is this modded? Other than more game rules and barbershop are the only things that have been modded. But this isn't even in full barbershop. Oh, he's so little. Why is he so little? Normally it's the two we have. All right, how long has it been? 3 years? Still infirm is the... we're gonna get infirm immediately. They gotta reduce the staying healthy is the main way to stave off infirm. We did not befriend our wife. That's unfortunate. But our wife is pregnant. Why don't we send her a nice little poem? Not until November. We can then start sending it then. Looks like the Swedes are showing up for some reason. They're in the war. I don't know why. Okay, great. We've gained infirmed even more. Okay, so what we're learning here quickly is that no matter your situation, we're getting cooked when it comes to the elder traits. They're gonna, without a doubt, you're gonna get bodied. How bad the bodying is, it depends. It seems like the bodying can happen at any. What's going on here? I thought I was promised that we could just right click. Oh, it's left click. I was left clicking, Kevin. You know, just gonna get bodied by the different things. Sure, we gotta save this dude. It's just a little cough. I mean, if we got pneumonia right now, we'd probably die. They changed this symbol. This looks different now down here. You can't see it because my bad head is blocking it, but it looks different. Just a bit of mold or 2% chance we die. Let's see if we die at 2% chance. We didn't. We lived. Going to petition the king. Hopefully he'll give us back our council position. If he doesn't, that's fucking rude. He also might be traveling himself. Looks like he is traveling for what? What are you doing? What are you doing here? Wow. Now that he's become king, he's too high. How in-depth is this game? I mean, what do you mean by how in-depth? There is a decent amount of depth to the game. Obviously, depends on what you're trying to get out of it. At the end of the day, it is just a spreadsheet with a better UI. But there is a lot of things you can do in it, like become kings and make your own culture and your own faith. Damn. Where did the king go? What is happening in this county? Was it a hunt? His brother-in-law. What the fuck is he doing here? Is there a wedding happening? Great. These two have become friends. Did our infirm go away? No, it's still, it just looks like it went down, but it's still going up. All right, so thus far, infirm is the one that's kicking our ass completely. We had a daughter. We're going to name her Oriel. Let's go ahead and educate her. She's actually the smart one. Oriel de Bruce is the smart of the two children. Unlike Bliss, he's a big dummy. And now we are technically, that's right, England. Can we petition? I wonder how easy it is to fabricate a claim on this. In 20 months we can. We could have petitioned him for his lands back in Normandy, and then slowly but surely became Duke of Normandy. Personally, this is still the best game I've played. I mean, the thing about CK3 is that the stories that are made within the game can be pretty fun. It's like a very good game of like storytelling, especially if you lean into the different events and stuff like that. Why don't we go ahead and go on a pilgrimage? Can we actually even go on a pilgrimage? Oh, we can. Let's go to pilgrimage, visit the Pope. Before, I want to see the Pope one more time before I die. One last time. One last time before I go. Stefan, aren't you only like 38? Yes, but no, I'm old now. I'm an old 38. Oh, my bones hurt. My brain hurts. My butt even hurts. That's what he says. 77 gold. Let's up it a little bit. And then on the way there, we can be trying to befriend the Pope. Why don't we send him a little poem? Like, write the little Pope a poem. Fuck, our poetry's the worst! We're the worst at poetry. In my country, the time is currently 2 a.m. I have school at 7 a.m. I'm currently sat watching Pure CK3 streamer, truly elite. You should be in bed. You should be dead ass asleep. You should not be. This is not worth your time. This is not worth your your sleep. I'm gonna say this right now, chat. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that anytime you're considering watching our stream over doing something else, if the other thing is sleeping, you should be doing that. I'm just gonna go and say that right now. I do appreciate that you're being here. I really enjoy having an audience to yap with, but at the same time, not over the sweet life that is having good sleep. Oh God. So sorry. Let's actually do something that we never do on stream real quick. Jillian said she was doing something that I think she was doing something, releasing something new, and I think it's that she's made a VTuber of herself. Let's do this, this, and then let's transition over, and then we go and say which one do we want to pull out? Let's pull this out. Do this. Window capture on, what is the one we can capture? This one. Oh, that's not it. Looking at window capture. Yeah, I think.
A girl. I'm just a krill.
This is another CK3 streamer.
Are people enjoying the Discord, the prank, by the way, that I pulled on my Discord? Alright, anyway. This is good. I don't really have any other, like, model features to show off. You know, normally during, like, a debut stream, I thought about this. With the nose is cuter? With the clown nose? Yeah, you would like me better with the clown nose.
Alright. Got it. That's what I thought was happening on her stream, but just good to know that she's released a VTuber model of herself. I don't know if I like the VTuber model. It's kind of a little uncanny valley, but maybe it's so April Fool's. Yeah, I think that makes sense. But I forget that. Give me the DLCs. Charlie, thank you for that very much for the follow. What are you playing as? We're playing as a rough 38-year-old. Swella. Sure, Mr. Swella, join us. Mr. Siwa. I wish you could rename characters in your court. Like, be like, you're gonna change your name now. We're calling you something different. Can you? I guess you can do the barbershop, but then you can't rename them. You can only rename your children. It's fine. I mean, it's nice that you can just go in here and we go to, I don't know if you can change it once it's already started, but, just, it's much easier to just left click and get all the things we want done instead of doing it the old fashioned way of clicking around. Looks like our boy has grown up to be a bossy boy. We can then focus him on stewardship, sure. More pious. Dedicated pilgrim. That's good. Oh, accepting 2 years of piety? Yes, that's great. So we're going to pilgrimage. We're trying to befriend the Pope. That's not gonna probably go well, but let's shoot our shot at Pope Alexander III. No, it's okay. You're gonna be a steward. It's okay. You're gonna, by the time you come of age, your father will have passed on quickly, and it won't have mattered. I'm hoping we can get this land from the king before he gives it away to one of his kids. I think he already gave land away to his kids. Yeah, all his kids have already gotten land. Infirm has gained another 4 points. Jesus. We're almost at stage 2. Which, what does stage 2 give us? Just a lot more dread loss and stuff like that. I think Withered Mind has been slowly reduced. Fragile Bones has increased. I mean, of the 3, I think Cloudy Eyes is the least troubling. As long as you didn't live... If you live in the desert and have Cloudy Eyes, you're cooked. Frail Heart is bad, but what does Stewardship now do if domain limit is tied to a lifestyle trait rank? It's just mostly the quick shot in the arm for cash. I think that's my biggest addition, and then development, I guess. But, or you mean like as a bonus in totality? Nothing. I think they've just nerfed Stewardship. It's just like you get more money. So I guess going to university is much more important. You want to be going to get your higher level traits whenever possible. Leech has passed a law. Great, great, great. What is this guy? Oberto. He is a Cisalpine Catholic who is Herculean. Join our court, Oberto. Isaac, welcome in. Reflections of empires of yesteryear. Wandering the paths, I've encountered reminders of those who've come before us. Here in Cento, I have come across the crumbling remains of a shrine of the ancient Roman pantheon. Demeter in all her beauty and smiles at me with half-cracked mouth. Zeus's faith has been eroded almost beyond recognition. Perhaps one day some of the men will wander this path and contemplate the fallen county of Avanchi and the Catholic faith. No, I think Catholicism is staying until humans stop drawing breath, unfortunately. Soga, welcome in. Roll for open-minded? Ah, that's what you meant. What is this? Christian architecture? Passing through Prince Bishop of Ravine, we take an opportunity to visit the Ravina, Holy Roman Center of Catholic Authority, worship. I will join in prayer to God. God. Being religious, you gotta do a lot of praying shit. It's fucking hard. We could upgrade our curtain wall, but really I want to save the money so that we can use it to try and get a better, or try to use it to then get land from our lovely liege lord, who does like us. 12% chance that we befriend the Pope would be huge. That's like one of the biggest reasons I go to pilgrimages to CK3, to roll for perk. I mean, of the perks, open-minded is nice, but it's not like so nice that I want it all the time. I guess it does skip pedagogy, but having pedagogy is nice too. I feel like, you know, it'd be really fun is if, like, I don't know where they would add this in, but maybe in as a dynastic perk. I wish you could then have one of the trees be that you automatically get one of the perks. Like, no matter what your character does, they get one of the first level perks of all the things. For example, like Golden Obligation, like all the members of my dynasty would have access to Golden Obligation, or Stalwart Leader, or Thoughtful, or Befriend, or something like that. I wish that was a dynastic legacy. That's what I would use my thing for. More pious. Holy Thorns, cool. Let's run a quick little ad. I'm gonna be back in 3 minutes or less, and I'm gonna go grab some a drink and I'll be right back. We're back already. Are you using mods for this playthrough? No, we're just on the beta branch of Scribe. So if you haven't done that yet, the interesting thing about the ledger I really like is now our dream of, can we sort by types of artifacts? Interesting. Wow, there is not a lot of weapons. I feel like that's one of the things that's really interesting about this game is there's not really a lot of weapons artifacts out in the game. Unless they're throwing big events or having a coronation. Coronations seem to be the only time swords and other weapons come about and play. Will you ever play as Eddard Stark and try to become king? See how long Stark dynasty can last / House Tully. I mean, I'm not against it. Dynamic legacy upon reaching adulthood. Dynasty members gain additional lifestyle perk in Marshall. Yeah, I guess that would be cool too. When are we getting a Bruce cam? Whenever Bruce, we have a Bruce cam. It's just Bruce never comes out here. He's usually inside, sleeping on the bed. Because we have like a... Did I undo it? No, we have Bruce cam. See? I have it right here. And we could have it pointed right here. That's where Bruce would sit. But, or I could have just me, just another angle of me, cam. Just like in case you want a second version of Kevin. That would be so discombobulating. It's like, look behind the curtain. It's me. It's a green screen. But yeah. Normally we would have that. Your screen's split in the middle of your desk? I mean, not really. The desk is pretty... I don't know how to do this. This is a weird discombobulating thing. I'm facing one screen. So this is what I'm seeing straight on. Okay, it's not really great because our thing is not that long, but... It's a pretty long desk. It's like a it's between 7 and 8 feet desk. It's also a standing desk. We never stand though. We never stand. So yeah. You have a controller. You should have played KCD with that. I don't want to play fucking controller. I'm not some pleb. Also, how are you able to see that? That's green. Such a sexy quarter zip. Thanks, Bliss. Some Black Mirror shenanigans going on. Yeah, no, it's definitely discombobulating having a second camera. I've seen streamers or people who have cameras that they usually have it set up so that it can like it captures from that direction, and so they can like get a full body like look at themselves. Shall we take a local expert or shall we go with God? Go with God. No. We're just in the garage. I'll show you. Well, you can see there's a little window out there. It's kind of hidden behind the light. But yeah, no, it is not dark out yet. This game's similar to Age of History. I've never played Age of History, but I assume no. Maybe, possibly. Can we ask the guy for gold? No. Oh, well, he's dead anyways. It is a gray day. Our pilgrimage has gone up. Good. We could also become a wise man. I would love that. Yes. When is the Alcon gonna become ours? Not for another 3 months. Hopefully he doesn't give it away, and then we can go ask nicely what's going on. Yeah, it's funny because Tarkus, Jillian, myself, all play Crusader Kings 3 right now. I think Tarkus is literally, I tuned in earlier and he said he was doing a speed run where he's playing on speed 1. Such a stupid joke. If you could choose 3 things that Paradox had to add, what would you do? That is a good question. Should we betray our wife? Having another lover helps us prevent the withering of the mind. Why not have a lover in the form of a nice Italian woman? Her name is literally Ambrosia. Sure. Our boy is gregarious and temperate, and yeah, she's gonna come back with us. I think the thing I would add that I think is kind of, if they're not going to add a naval mechanic, which I don't really think they need to add navies per se, I wish they would just make the seas a lot more treacherous and just maybe make army travel a little bit more treacherous in general. So like if I'm moving from Normandy to the southern English coast, I think there should be a penalty for moving, depending on the time of year. It should be a penalty for moving back and forth, because historically there's always these like stories about, oh, so-and-so got on a boat and then shit didn't go well. And it feels weird right now, especially when like armies, thousands of armies just show up on your coast without any sort of like repercussion other than attrition. I think attrition needs to either drastically increase for coastals like stuff, or they need to be like an event. Like they need to do like a travel mechanic a little bit for armies when they're at sea. I think that's one that I would like to see happen. Another thing I would also like to see happen is adventurers not automatically be like kind of forced into becoming a, ow, I hit my funny bone. Being forced into becoming landed characters. I feel like the game always wants you to become landed characters, and maybe expanding their situation a little bit more to make it more interesting as an unlanded character would be nice. Maybe just more things to do with them. But that's just my idea. And then a third one. I don't know. They're probably adding some stuff for this year already, but I imagine obviously like more government. I would like to play religious characters and republics already, but I have a feeling that's probably gonna happen maybe this year, if not next. Like they've been talking about depth a lot in the dev diaries, and I think one of the depths is that. One thing, the lack of naval travel, is that you can always send a big war small stacks for just scouting the coast. Intel is huge asset and doesn't have counterplay. Yeah, making the King of Norway lose even harder by the Anglo-Saxons is a great idea. I would vote for that. I mean, just like, I think it needs to be said that like you gain, make it a lot harder for just traversing the waters. I think water should be a lot more treacherous. Maybe you can obviously turn it off and on if you want to, but right now it just feels, if you're like, so for example, if you're playing a nation like Cyprus or any of the more islandy nations, like it feels pretty easy for random big ass armies to just show up. Right now, small fleets of 3 to 4 levies don't even suffer attrition. On the sea with 0 supply. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. I would like to see that happen. We are level 2 infirmed now. Jesus. -4 Diplo, -4 Martial, -3 Stewardship. All right, how is our poetry game coming? Not fucking well, that's for sure. Why don't we send a poem to somebody? Can we send poems? We need not... No, this is the other thing I wish we could do. In-game timers. I wish I could... So, there are things like this, or in-game reminders. Like, I wish I could set a reminder for June 11th, 1073 for myself to remember to come back and send a poem. Just having intel for those make a crusade ridiculously easy. Yeah, I think it would be really helpful to be able to remind myself that when that happens that I can send another poem. Train squires too. AGOT is always wanting a reminder for that. Yeah, no, just any like I wish I could do like make your own custom pop-up. It's probably a mod that exists, but I wish I could just hit V or B or something like that and just be like, reminder X on this day, send a pop-up, or at least one of these in the corner over here, because like that would be good. Looks like England is fighting Scotland for just one county. Are we back home yet? I also like that in AGOT you can move people up the social strata, so you can make somebody noble instead of just having lowborn people in your court. You can just like make them noble. I wish there were more options to that, maybe at the cost of legitimacy or something like that. It would be nice, prestige and legitimacy, to like be raising somebody up. But I think, like, especially if you meet a random person that you think, like a knight friend that you have or something like that, becoming a noble would be nice. Yeah, that too. The Battle of Tours, we went to that. Oh, wow. Got our martial up. Bliss becomes our friend. Sure. Bliss, help your father not become a very old 39-year-old. We are also now Fragile Bones level 1, almost on to level 2. What does level 2 consist of? So Fragile Bones and Incapable Infirm don't kill you, right? They just fuck you up. Neither does the Dementia one, right? You become incapable at level 4, that's right. Level 4 you die, level 4. Only 2 of them have a level 4 problem. After that, yeah. Shame Thoughts, welcome in. How you doing? How goes the things with you and yours? Our boy Orberto, he's not doing so hot. Classic Roberto. The thing I also saw that I thought was funny is the known killers. You can see there's a kill. There's a there's a kill leaderboard now. I don't know why they added this part in, but you know, it's kind of funny. Prince Mahmud of Alid Khanate. The Khanate has killed 3 people. He's tied for first place with Musa and Piki. What's the challenge? The challenge is to not get killed by elder traits. It's not going so well. Thus far, what we've learned is that the mitigation is not... You don't really mitigate shit. You kind of just wear it. The trait will progress much faster each year. It will also progress much faster if you're more than 65. Yeah, we're pretty much we're a dead 40-year-old. We're not dead, but it feels like we're dead. Can I petition the king yet? I want the land. Until 1075 I cannot. Like, I understand it's sometimes advantageous to fiddle with inheritance, but somehow have some benefits sooner. You can make a primary heir known and reshuffling inheritance before your death. You lose that one with the prepared heir. We just become a cannibal? Or we gain starved for 5 years. What? We're at home though. What? What is going on? It was only meant to be a short outing. Pleasant jaunt in the countryside. Now it has been days since we saw another living person, and our supplies are all long since gone. We've already eaten the horses. Our guides, Jesus. I guess we get cannibalism. Yum yum. Don't put me in jail, Mr. Man. We'll get patriarchy. And why don't we switch over to learning lifestyle and get a small health boost? Looks like meat's back on the menu. Oh, are elder traits new? Yeah, they've been added with the new beta branch. Realm maintenance hasn't come out just yet. We're gonna become infirm or withering brain. Oh god, our stats are probably cooked. Oh man. I don't feel like the mitigation is actually working. Maybe I'm wrong. But this feels like we're gaining points way too quickly. It's only 6 years in. When they added direwolves and giants beyond the wall, I'll be in the AGOT mod every day. Filtering the ledger it will make it easier to find the really weird and interesting stuff that might have flown under the radar. Great addition. I agree. The game has much as me punching the air sometimes. That makes sense. Who are you playing as? We're playing as a count in Normandy, slowly losing our mind and body and soul all at once. Damn. Cannot send is our poetry getting that bad? Shit, dude. Our poets, damn. Why is our poem so, okay, we gotta go ask our wife to help us write up this next poem. Classic man making a woman do his. God. Is it because our diplomacy is so low now? Okay, our wife has gotten it better. I wonder what this is. Yeah, it's a diplomacy challenge. It was at 43. If we sent it to him, it's at 50-50. Why is that so? Is it because the higher rank they are, the more intense the diplomacy challenge is? Set it to our neighbor. Chillin', thank you very much for the follow. A new pope. That's a young pope. Damn. That is a very young pope. Forgiving, courage. Sure, this one. Can we ask him for money? Young pope, can I have some money, please? So be it. We could seek indulgence. I don't think that's what we want. Can't go on a feast for a while. Can you stop fighting this war? Just win this war for this one county. Thus far, we've seen Scotland lose 874 people. Let's take a look at the wars that are going around the world right now. Not the artifacts. Reset. Let's see. Sort by total soldiers. Interesting. Song is currently in a defensive war against Great Liao for a county. That's the other thing, is the AI is constantly fighting wars for dumb shit, like one county. Looks like the Byzantines are fighting. The French are fighting on the side of Duchy of Barcelona. It's a holy war. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, we became ill. 25 in... Oh, God. Jesus. Dude, these are fucking brutal. That is so brutal. 25-point gain? Holy shit, dude. They are not fucking around with these traits. Dude, we're not gonna see our 45th birthday. Yeah, our worse than diseased. Oh, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. They're tired of 90-year-old Giga Chads. Yeah, you're gonna be lucky if you make it to 65 now. Let's look at age. And then oldest right now 77. Can you sort by the all? 101. Hold up. No, they still got a Giga Chad. It's only the women who are the Giga Chads. That's what it is. It's Paradox, guys. You've heard it here first. Paradox has gone woke, and now only women live to be old. Mind over matter, even better tenet. Yeah, agreed. That is true. That tenet has now buy stock now. Buy the stock in mind over matter tenet because this shit's about to get spicy. Who has it? No, it's mind without mind. Yeah. Infirm. Yeah, characters are less likely to get this. Crazy. 41. 7 years into this run. God, we're getting our shit rocked. I don't know. So, like, I don't know if the mitigation is actually working. That's the thing I'm not really sure. Or if it is working as intended and we're just doing a bad job of it. Because that could be it too. Because, like, I guess we haven't gained a lot with the Withering Mind. Same with Clouded Eyes. And Faltering Heart, we haven't even gained a single point in. Which I don't really understand how that's possible. But let's pay homage. Yep. Is there a new king? Let's investigate. We found a morsel. What is a morsel? It appears to be a dried meat. Morsel of Saint David. That just sounds like we found beef jerky. Yeah, but I just did have a stress attack, and it didn't seem to cause the increase at all. Hail the king. Can we go back and ask him for the lands yet? No. Soon though. Oh, we lost our sickness. That's good, but we're still fucking infirm. How's our poetry game? Not good. We had a simple dream of being the best poet in all of France, now England, and guess what? That's not happening. Seems like we're just getting absolutely bodied by the elder diseases. But at least we have the Holy Thorn and our morsel of Saint David. Those are super important things. Oh god, plague is here. Okay, well, our character's dead. And now this, yeah, he's so dead. Okay, well, it's been fun. It's been a fun little run, guys. Let's call him Arkham. Arkham. Thank you and welcome to the Bruce family. See, our liege already died. Unfortunately, his lands... Can I petition him for these lands or no? Damn it, we weren't able to get the lands before. Well, he might actually inherit. This is bad. God. Truly terrible. Well, he is in alliance with the Wales. Wales has become its kingdom of its own. How are we going to use our children to leverage this? Worst part of April Fools are all the forced stream updates for games trying to be funny. The thing is, I at one point thought April Fools was really fun. And I also thought it was a really like fun way for companies to do some silly marketing. But I mean, as time has gone on and how like unrealistic or how shitty the US government is, the jokes aren't funny anymore because parts of the like the incredulity, like for example, the Onion is no longer the satire. The Onion has to be so extreme that it doesn't hit the same as it once did. Like the frivolity of being haha hee hee when it actually could be in real isn't as good as it used to be, if that makes sense. Like the joke isn't funny anymore if the joke could be real. Like, so I am always like, I want to do April Fool's stuff, but then I'm always just like, that's like, I don't, how misinformation works nowadays, it makes it so much harder for April Fools to land without being funny. It's funny because it's true. I mean, it used to be funny because like there was like in no way, it's like the Onion would always just have jokes where it was like babies could become the top #1 fed eaten thing in some random situation, and it was like, that's so funny, that would never be true. And then like in nowadays times, it's like, well, yeah, they're eating babies for some reason. Or it's like I don't know what a good Onion to article off the top of my head is, but like a lot of the Onion articles have to be so much more extreme than they used to be, or else people take them seriously. And even now they still take them seriously. Withering Mind only went up by 1. Okay, so we are mitigating it a little bit. Is it dependent on, we have 3 friends, we have 2 wards, 2 friends, and a lover, so our stuff goes up a little bit there. Some are became a true sometimes, but that irony because it's funny. Yeah, but I mean, I think the Onion also does a good job of they have good writers, unlike yours truly, who is not a good writer. So if I did try to make a joke of some sort, I think I would cock it up and people would be like, why the fuck did you make that joke, Kevin? That's not funny. It's not fucking funny, Kevin. It's not fucking funny. That's what they'll say. So we're not going to be able to get this land from our guy, but we could maybe switch focus and try to become use meritocracy or something like that. So the Age of Wonders, do my army guys replenish automatically, or do I have to do something to manually add? I think you have to rest them for a turn, from what I can recall. In your lands, though. I think. I don't remember off the top of the dome. All I remember is that there's a couple units that can heal within the battle, and if you can get those guys, that shit is great. Because the more likely they are to do that, the better things go. Premature death, that's unfortunate. Oh, interesting. May House Bruce last forever. Sure. How's the rest of the world going? Song's doing their thing. They defeated that. The young Pope, 19, and the mustache does not look good on the young Pope. I'm just gonna say that right now. He's fighting the Byzantines? Aquilian conquest. What the? How did they get pulled in? Are they allies somehow? How did the Pope get pulled in? Allied Pope through marriage. Alberta. What the fuck? What the fuck? How in the fuck does the Pope have a family? Huh. Oh shit. Check in on. It's been almost 10 years. We are finally gotten to stage 1 of blindness. I think faltering heart is the easiest to mitigate thus far. Withering mind, you don't want. Infirm, you don't want. Fragile bones, you don't want. If the one you're gonna get is fault of the elder traits, it's faltering heart. Seems to be the easiest to not perk. Yeah, and then what's level 2 of this look like? Wait. Oh, 25% even more on top. So 50% and then 75% and then 100%. So at 100%, it'd be interesting to play as an immortal character with level 4 withered mind and see if you can overcome it by doing or having additional traits. What's going on here? A Liberty War? Maybe we should attack our liege for his title, for our claims. Let's go and ally, gain alliance power. Can we do it matrilineally? Can we matrilineally marry this one? Grand wedding? Huge. Huge. Get the Bahamians on our side. And then go and deck on him once we get our ally. Huge. Grab some land. We gotta do something. We gotta expand. We gotta do something to bring honor to the house other than dying at the ripe old age of 45. 44, maybe. How? I mean, we're in fine health right now, but could be better. Guess we'll disband the troops for now. We should probably not have lifted them up. Actually, the smart thing would be to run. Wait for the nice Bohemian boys to show up. Blood in the snow. Having a nice snowball fight with our father or our son before we croak. Are they gonna come siege my capital down? That's not very nice. Well, if they'd asked me to join the Liberty War, I would have joined. Infirm has gone up another 4 points. I think we're 4-star infirmer, boys. Well, I mean, 10 years. Once you get infirm, you're pretty much cooked. Prowess has dropped to an all-time low. Diplomacy has dropped to an all-time low. Martial has dropped to an all-time low. Stewardship, same. Prowess doesn't exist. Fertility is bad. Health is bad. Dread is bad. Attraction opinion is down. What do you mean? You don't find old men sexy? Damn. What's it like? Tough times, that's for sure. We can start sieging it down while our allies show up. I don't actually know what that word is. We're learning new words every stream, it feels like. No. People just don't like my blind ass. Also, why are we so high up? Look at how our wife is situated next to us. It seems like we're like on a stage, if that makes sense. Look at the, or like slightly. We're the same height at least. All right, let's go and kick these guys' ass before they siege my lands down. Huge. Unfortunately, we are putting a stop to their little run here. Nice. How did we just want ticking. We just gotta hold on to the land and then we get ticking war score. No need to worry about it. Where is their army? Do they have an army? Oh, the Welsh have a pretty sizable force. No, it's the English actually. You're still alive? We are still alive. 45 and still kicking, but we are fully infirmed. Our bones are next to shattering. Heart, ticker, absolutely great. Eyes, doing okay. Brain, could be better. Let's run an ad. We'll be back in 3 minutes or less. In other words, he's 1 foot in the grave. I just got here. Welcome in, LeBread. Hope you're doing well. We are Count Stefan of Avances. We are a man who is dying of time. Time is killing us. Like every other disease, time is the one that's taking us out. 33, nice. Go ahead and ransom this child back for 10 gold. This guy's not looking good either. He's 48. Barely. Oh, fuck, dude. This guy's way worse off than us. But he has so much more traits. Interesting. Wow. Greedy, wrathful, ambitious, deceitful, and callous. But he has cloudy eyes and infirmed. Jesus. Infirm is like not one to fuck with. Don't fuck with infirm, I guess. All right. Let's go beat their army up. Whoa. Leviathan? There's my quarry. We get become brutally mauled. Get a harpoon. Just bring me the carcass. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Not to get absolutely destroyed by some random Leviathan. Some blue whales. Captured an Iceman. Let's go ahead and recruit him. Yeah, no, if we make it to 50, it will be a miracle. But like I said, 12 years in, fully infirmed, not far from having fragile bones. Yeah. But our ticker, our heart is just doing great, actually. Everything else about us, not so good. Ugh. Nice. A valuable captive? Why is this person valuable? The game is just lying to me. Attrition, losses, attrition, losses. We now take a piece of his lands. It'll be interesting to see what lands they automatically give him. Interesting. Okay, they pushed him back into over there. All right. Thank you for the new additional lands. My house will now be spreading from one county to the next. Let's go ahead and increase this. Yeah, things are not good. But hey, I mean, now there's a new trick. Unfortunately, I'll offer a position as Chancellor. Sure. We have no martial ability. I mean, the nice thing is it's a percentage for Withering Mind, which is not great, but I mean, we're fine. They're turning footsteps into electricity in Japan. How is that possible? Infirm has gone up. Withering Mind has gone up. Fragile Bones has gone up. Cloudy Eyes went up by 9 points. What the fuck? How? We've not traveled. We've not gone. We don't live in a desert. Avoid locations with normal winter or harsh winter. God. I mean, I guess we did just experience winter. It's official. He's half blind. Yes. Let the record show our boy Stefan is become a blind lad. Oh my God. I mean, losing your eyesight isn't the worst. Thus far, ranking wise, Faltering Heart, pretty easy to deal with. Being blind, not great, but still easy to deal with. Infirm, still pain in the dick. Dementia, I mean, could be better, could be worse. I wish there was just events that we would get that would help us, you know, change that up. Also, the one thing that has happened because of our infirmness, that's a benefit of us being infirmed is that we can have as many lovers as we want, and none of them will get pregnant because your boy's pee-pee doesn't work the same way it used to. Did he just say pee-pee? Yes, yes I did. His PP is infirm. Yes. 110% infirm PP. Let the record show. Let's check in on the olds. How are the olds doing? Interesting. The richest character right now is the King of Bohemia. Who's got the most realm size? Well, obviously the Song Empire. Sort by development. Who's got the highest dev? This one dude. This one dude's got the highest dev. What's his dev at right now? His dev is at 30. Interesting. Sort by treasury. Interesting. Landed only. Strong? What does strong mean? We've got the stout. This is the most biggest crock of shit I've ever read by the stout. No way we're considered the stout. You are born in a beam, a stock of... You're broad beam and stocky of frame. Dog, this must be an absolute joke. These guys are calling me the stout after having my frail ass out here? No way. We're infirm, fully infirm, level 4 infirmed. We are also level 3 fragile bones. Our wits are still about us. We're about to lose our eyesight, but you know, maybe it's all about our heart. Still ticking. Still ticking. Nah, you're hot. Yeah, it must be ironic. No, stop, camera. I told you to stop moving. There you go. I could use his name. That's the other thing I would wish. I wish nicknames would give us actual bonuses, be it a little bit of diplomacy or something else. I wish they had more of that going on. I also like the legacy. I like that the ledger shows you all the different tenets now too. That's a nice way to see them at a glance. I do like that. Also the culture. Interesting. Dude, they're already in high medieval? Is that real? I guess it is 10. Wow. The Chinese do be living in the future. Some of them, I guess, are still living in tribal too. All right. Ooh, excuse me. Which one is gonna take us out first? At this rate, it's gonna be fragile. We're gonna fall down the stairs and break a hip and then die. My wife is pregnant, it says, but it's also, stop telling me my body's infirm. It doesn't matter anymore. The bones, the eyes. Dude, the clouded eyes have started increasing significantly. I mean, I guess the one upside of having all these traits is that you can get have the congenital traits you want earlier on in the game, but I guess you could still do that as a wee baby. But I think, yeah, the biggest takeaway here is that faltering heart, if you want a -20 to get your character to have a little bit more going on, you should take this for the points. Do you like shitty frozen pizza, or do you only like highbrow pizza? I like fucking pizza in any form. What I don't like is when people eat pizza with a fork and knife. I think that's despicable. They should be tried in a court of public opinion for their disgusting acts against humanity. I don't think there is, but let's look. We can look together. I don't think there is any mitigation or reduction. It's the same old, same old. I like Red Baron Lamau. Herbie, you're a sick pup. We burn people who eat pizza with fork and knife? Yes, we do. I feel attacked. No, you eat pizza with fork and knife? Explain to me your rationale. The court of public opinion is here and in session. We are here to try you for your sins against pizza kind. Should we attack our neighbor? Slowly but surely gain more of the lands around us. King Vartislav. Wenceslaus. Oh, our lover. Or no, this is our wife. Damn, our wife is just pumping out the kids. We can name it after Herbie. Not familiar with highbrow pizza nor Red Baron. Red Baron's like a one you can buy at the store and just pop in the oven. It's a frozen pizza, essentially. Eating pizza with a fork and knife is all fancy schmancy, but I just use a fork to hold the pizza without my hands. I eat it whole. Okay. Okay. I kind of understand that. Do I say that's weird? Yes. Do I kind of understand it? Yes. Let us build ourselves some barracks? No, hunting grounds. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so yawny. I have 2 defenses. Let's hear it. The first that I enjoy both, I find when you rip it with your teeth, it gets more texture. And with a fork, you get more flavor. My second defense is if you have 4 cheese pizzas served in Italy on a thin base, it's sloppy. It doesn't come cut up. Oh, I see. You have to cut it yourself with a fork and knife so that it makes it easier to eat the slice. All right. I can see on very thin pizza why it is more apt, but I'm more mostly what I'm thinking of when I think of pizza. I'm thinking of a New York style pizza. I don't really fuck with Chicago style just because it's so thick. It's so like at that point you're just eating a pie that's disguised as pizza, and I don't really need that in my life. Pizza pie. Pizza pie. I have worse take. I have a hot pizza. I hate hot pizza. I only like the pizza when it's 2 hours old and room temperature. Herbie, who hurt you? Do you do that with other cuisine or is that just pizza? I'm familiar with Domino's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Papa John's. Those I have enjoyed. But if there's some other pizza franchise I'm not familiar with. Slice of New York pizza is served by a slice. I probably hands. Yeah. That's the thing is I'm thinking of like you walk down the street, you're all of a sudden like, what the? Oh, it's because my troops aren't up. That's why they're not coming. Sometimes the AI does silly stuff. Or are they in another war? They're in another war. All right, well, we need to call on our betrothed. How did you become Baron of Millink? I only like cold pasta. Who hurt you, Herbie? Who made you like this? Who made you be hurt like this? That you demand pizza in such terrible fashion? How strong are they? 16? No, we have to wait for our freaking allies. You only want cold food. It sounds like it. War declared on our liege for Kent. Dude, our liege is having a bad time. He's possessed now too. My wife doesn't like wet food, which is an awful take. Like curries, or is she like thinking like more like an apple where you crunch into it and that's like juicy? Same thing. I like hot. Is the only thing I like hot is rice. Yeah, that's fair. There's some crazy pizza toppings in Nordic. Sweden has banana curry chicken. What other things does Sweden do? I know they do weird shit with tacos. They like put fruit on it. And I'm just like, God damn. Why you gotta be this way? No soup, no sauce, no dips, no gravy, pasta, curries need to be light on the sauce. Damn. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Light up the sauce? Light up the sauce? In the court of public opinion of Bruce, we find her guilty of terrible takes. That's disgusting. Light on the sauce? Damn. Kebab pizza, I understand. When I met her, she lived off Pringles. So you've slowly moved her from the driest barren desert to slightly sauced thing. What a terrible. Oh my god. Lose some stress. Oh, guys, guess what? It gets better. We have melancholy now. Oh my. Withered mind, cloudy eyes, flattened heart, fragile bones. Our bones are about to cave in on themselves, and also our mental state has gotten worse. I feel like we shouldn't be allowed to have melancholy. I guess maybe that, who knows. My roommate used to buy canned pineapple to put on her frozen pizzas. That's weird. Are you ever gonna come help me in this war? I guess they're sending 70 troops. They hate it. They're rolling. Kebab pizza with pepperoni, bell peppers, and some alien onions. 10. That's unfortunate. I mean, my favorite pizza is jalapeno pepperoni. That's like, if I'm gonna order a pizza, that's probably what's gonna have on it. Oh, we got seafarers? Woo. Damn. We got lucky and they added seafarers. That's pretty good. They see me rolling, waiting. It's funny because I distinctly remember dancing to dancing at that song sorry. That song played at a middle school dance, and I remember absolutely being like, damn, I think I really enjoy hip hop. My favorite pizza is bacon with wet tomato on it. Lamau. What is wet tomatoes? Oh. They see me rolling, they hating. They see me rolling. I don't really want to try this. We're not gonna win this fight, so we just have to hope that these guys win their war and these 10 soldiers show up eventually. My favorite pizza would be spiciest pepperoni pizza they have. A spicy pepperoni. Pizza is United States is so different than in Finland. Also, Finland pizza way different from Swedish or German or Italian. Cold. Yeah, I guess you're right. Cold with bacon. What is the ingredients can't be warm either. That's not good. They see me rolling. They hate it. Yeah, the cheese has to be melty. I also think that, what is up with the Nordic peoples and fruit? Why is fruit such a mainstay on these different dishes? Feels so strange to have that. I guess, fuck, what can we do? I guess we'll just do this and then hope we can ask the Pope for some gold. At war with no. See, the young Pope doesn't like when we fight other people. I guess that makes sense. Looks like our liege has been put in prison, and now our liege. Who is our liege? What the fuck? Who became the Duke of? Our liege got absolutely bodied. Wait, I've never seen this happen. So, wait. What is going on in this game? Send highlighted message. Why is it like? How many platforms are you streaming on? 3. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. The thing I don't understand is, so this guy got bodied so bad, he got forced out of the Duchy of Normandy. I took one of his lands here, and then somebody else took another one of his lands over here, or something like that. And now he's been forced to become an adventurer? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. As someone who has lived in Finland and has worked in Sweden, I can say that they're both weird in their own way. Whatever Sweden is doing is straight up from hell. I just don't understand the fruit. I don't understand why fruit needs to be involved in these things. Like, there is a time and a place for like sweet and savory foods, but I just don't think fruit needs to be involved in tacos or pizza. That being said, obviously pineapples is the one exception. I'm fine with pineapple on pizza. I don't really fuck with it, but like if it's there, I'm not aghast. Whereas I am aghast when somebody serves me like a nice carne asada and there is like a cucumber on it, or like cucumber pineapple. Isn't tomato fruit? We're not fucking, you know what I mean. Like, don't put bananas on things that shouldn't have bananas on things. I don't want I don't want like a guava unless it's like a salsa. Maybe then, I don't know. I don't really like guava either, but all right, let's force this situation. We're gonna lose it anyways. The AI is finally trying to fight us. Great, we lose that. They're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna sit there, aren't they? They are just gonna sit there. God, awful times. Who is our liege now then? Our liege is technically the king of England. Interesting. My apples and my BLTs. There's another exemption. Fruit makes tacos and pizzas better. I don't agree with that. Finland does their own thing with pizza, but in a good way. Mango chutney and cheesy toasty is good though. Yeah. I'm mostly just saying, don't put bananas on things. I think that's what it is. Mostly, don't be putting bananas on anything. Realm peace. Let's see if we can petition for realm peace. We're 49 years young. Let's check in on ourselves. Our brain is still cooking. Our eyes are still functioning. We're having our first heart attack. That's good. I think the melancholy is actually the thing that killed us. In the end, it's the melancholy was the last straw that broke the camel's back. We end this war in a white peace. Great. Huge. Can I petition him to become Duke of the lands? Have you tried banana peanut curry pizza? It's pretty amazing. I don't really like curries on pizza for some reason. I fuck with a lot of different curries, Japanese, Indian, you know, Thai by themselves, but I traditionally like them just with rice and not like on top of a bread. But I guess, who knows? All right, so we'll see how this guy dies. Once the character dies, we'll probably end stream. It's gonna be a short stream today, maybe. I was mostly interested in seeing how bad these elder traits are. Oh my god. Fucking the Finnish are coming together and hanging out in stream. Chat, watch out. We're being inundated with the Finns. Your regency has ended. How does our wife keep getting... I think our wife has a fucking... There's no way our PP is still working. Our wife is sleeping with somebody. Our wife has somebody on the side. Wait. Is it DLC or free content? Free content. Nordic invasion. Got it. Watch out. We're coming back to England. The Swedes or the Nordics? I don't give a shit. I live not on the map. You could take England for all I care. We're coming back for England. I swear his neck is looking especially long. He's definitely more Tortuga, like you say. God, our boy is looking rough. He's a rough 49. This is the roughest 49-year-old you've ever seen. He's almost blind. He's infirm. God. Half blind. Fully sad. Fully... Yeah, we're dead. Life expectancy is minus 24 years. Jesus. That's insane. That's insane. What is the song that is currently playing? Is this a song that plays during... It feels like it plays during... Kingdom Come Deliverance. Am I crazy in saying that? Herbie, get in here. I need your ears. Before the music player stops. Let's pause. Where is St. Barbara from? Right? I thought I was fucking losing my mind for a second. I was like, wait, this is the intro. They definitely are reusing music. What the fuck is... What? What? When did this get added? Am I losing my fucking mind? Wait, when did they add Kingdom Come Deliverance music to Crusader Kings 3? Or is this just like, it's like music Kingdom Comes? Oh my god. It's only in the open beta. I was wondering. I was like, this song is this song is the intro song that plays in Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I was like, there's no fucking way. That's so funny. Oh. We can pay homage to the king one last time. King! I would like to visit you one last time and look upon your visage before I die. I'm 49 years young. Most 49-year-olds are in their prime at this point, but me, I'm dead pretty much. DOA, as they said nowadays. That's so funny. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Can I have some money? Thanks, Mr. Pope. Now I'm just surrounded by... The old guard has all died off, it seems like. I'm the last old man other than... Count of Ooh. He can't see? He can still see. He's got eyes. He's not blind yet. He's not fully blinded. He's got eyes. Don't worry. All right, now they're not playing the song. Why are they not playing the song? No, I don't want the song. Play all the Kingdom Come Deliverance music. So it can have a stroke again. That's so strange. Did they do that? They do that on purpose, right? No. If there's anything... My wife is 100% cheating. There's no way she should be able to have children. My wife is cheating without a doubt. Our fertility is at a combined total of minus 60. Plus our age probably adds in a little bit more. It's probably like minus 70. We had another child. This girl is cheating on us. Who is your lover? Who is this man to you? Our marshal? Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on you. Watch me just get brutally died. No, we're not gonna die to the beast. Run! That's so funny. I'm sorry, my Swedish is very rusty. Out here just living their life, living their Swedish life. All right, 49 years young, probably about to get taken out by... What will the event thing say? You Duke of Normandy? No, we're trying to become the Duke, I guess. Can we even... Can we ask for the title? No, we can't ask for the title. We can send him a poem. He's not gonna like that if we send a bad poem. How does one do claim title again? Liege. Claim liege title. Not this one. I want this one. You only control... Do not have at least 31% legitimacy counties that make up the... You do not control at least 31% of the counties that make up the de jure for the title. Can we just ask him for his title? Is this our wife? Yeah. You can claim your liege's title if you control enough of the land to do it. So, yes, technically, no. Send this guy a nice poem. Apparently we can claim a duchy, which I've never done that before. Can we ask the Pope for claims? Challenge him to a board game. Maybe that will help with our brain before it explodes from the age. Our stats are pretty bad. 5, 0, 2, 5, 6. God.
Mr. Pope, I know you're just a young lad, but you don't need to go easy on me.
Yeah, that you just got bodied by the Pope. That doesn't surprise me. Who are you playing as? We're playing as a custom character, Count Stefan, who started without all the infirm elder traits, and it's going bad. I have a list of 50 mobs to play with. Have you played EU5? Is it better than CK3? I would say it's different. It's a more, if you want a more economical game, in the sense that it's more focused on economy and stuff like that. You made it to 50. We did. I would also say it's way different because that one's more about nations and this one's more about characters and like dynasties and stuff like that. Let's run this ad real quick. We'll be back in 3 minutes. CK3 is way more polished than EU4 or 5. Yeah, I would also wait a little bit longer until EU5 has a little bit more content. Oh, room tour? Great. What is going on? Camera, why you do this? Oh, there you go. NASA launches in 16 minutes. Oh yeah, we should definitely not be playing this instead of watching that happen. Switch over to the NASA expansion, or not expansion. Just have it on in the corner. instead of playing this. I mean, this character's probably gonna die in the next 16 minutes, so we can start watching that instead. Just be like, just kidding, we're not playing CK3, we're watching Nessa. And then they'll be like, copy strike, Kevin, you can't be using the audio from this event. I'd be like, apparently I have Kingdom Come Deliverance music in here. This just blows my goddamn mind. So silly. Herbie DeBruce has got 2 learning. I wonder if it makes these traits more, these health traits more likely to happen in our dynasty now that I've had them. Or is it just not, that's not how the traits work? Yeah, 16 years, infirm all the way through, fragile all the way through. I mean, Withering Mind, kind of doing all right with that one. So it's, you definitely don't want infirm and you don't want fragile bone. The other 3 seem like way more mitigatable. Tony, welcome in. If there's anything that my wife is cheating, without a doubt, unless she went down like the fertility route, she is cheating. Let's look. I don't think it does. I don't think they've thought that far ahead, unfortunately. No prowess loss. It's increased skills with age. So, no. We can get the Duchy of Champagne. Sure, I'll take Champagne. Champagne. What's their attack policy? They automatically join. Okay. I'm surprised Bohemia's king is still alive. Usually I feel like for some reason the starting rulers always die super quick. Like Sven's already dead. What's his face is dead. Harold Eldrada's almost dead. This boy's still very much alive. Working towards dismantling the papacy. Nice. Slow-jukes are big. They're still fighting. Oh, they're fighting the... Wait. What's going on? Oh, the Byzantines are fighting them getting fought over for this random land. Palestine is free? Question mark? It's by the Fatimids. And they're a different faith. Rational faith that emphasizes reasoning in interpretation of the Quran and Hadith. Being imam is interesting. Our eyes. We're a third blind now, chat. This winter was especially harsh on our eyes. Gun, welcome in. We're doing well. How are you doing? Don't think we could win this fight. Not easily, at least. Compassionate, arrogant, or she can be arrogant. Of our brood, this one's the best. 57. We'll make her eccentric, hopefully. Unfortunately, that caused us a shit ton of stress. Which, how's that affecting our heart? Ooh, baby. Okay, so... We're probably gonna have a heart attack. Wow, that shot way the fuck up. Holy shit. Why not take Brittany? Because we don't have a claim. And also we're old and we're probably gonna have a heart attack because of stress. So don't ever take stress, I guess. You should think about going for a winter holiday in southern Spain so that you don't have problems with your eyes. Apparently that's what we gotta do. Bliss has come of age with the Midas touch. That's pretty good. He will be replacing our other guy on the council. put him in charge of our stewardship. He's not married off. Still another Croatian on the... We can marry him off to a nice Hungarian, sure. We're at poor health at 51. I think insult to injury with the melancholy, but I guess it makes sense. Oh, wow, this is awkward. Oh, this is truly awkward. We joined Bohemia against these guys. Do we lose our alliance? No, we keep our alliance. How much domain? It's a good question. I think it's 2. Yeah, 2. Did they then update this where my domicile domain and this stuff tax-wise is much higher? Be so interested. Infirm has gone up even though it doesn't matter. Our brain is withering away. Great stuff. Our body is already too fragile, so it doesn't matter. Our eyes are becoming more clouded each day. So wild. So wild. Bad times for sure. Yeah, so I think, as we've said before and we'll keep saying, the lesson is that they would take, what the fuck? They're taking my lands? That's rude. The lesson is you don't want any of the elder traits. They all seem pretty bad in their own right. I think Withering Mind is the one that we can kind of mitigate the most, but it seems like we're also on a doomed clock to... As long as you just don't have any stress events, Faltering Heart isn't bad. What's the run, buddy? Just logging in. We're just playing to understand the new health traits all around the new update that's coming out later this year. I think it's coming out probably later this month. We need to put this guy in office. I mean, you're right. He's 52, so he's younger than most people. I wish the mitigation part would like lessen trait experience, if that makes sense, so that as time goes on, I know you're not supposed to be able to... I'm about to leave a dinner hall and return to my chambers when I spot my lover chatting with my wife. Secluded cold corner. My wife turns around, greets me unwittingly, leaving her exposed. Ambrosia, yet perhaps realizing a looming danger, immediately turns back. Ambrosia twists her wrist and stabs her with her own dagger. It needed to happen, claims at me with a twinge of regret. You brought this upon us. The court will know that what Ambrosia tried to do to you. Yeah, I mean, she did try to kill her. I still think she's cheating, though. Also, wild that a 4-star lady got outperformed by a 2-star, 5-star. Yeah. Well, our lover died. That's unfortunate. But maybe we can write a poem to our wife. She didn't like the poem we wrote her. Called her fat. In the end, I don't think we could even become a 1-star poet. Oh, so sad. Our body withered away before anything could happen. Damn. Yeah, Nat 20's on deception. Yeah. There's no way we're having children with her still. Unless she's gone down the fertility path. Our family jewels don't work no more. That's for sure. Also, am I supposed to help with this conflict, or is that like just like a kind of like oh, you should help with this, not like you need to help with this? Let's look at the ledger real quick. See if there's any new swords come in. Looking for some swords. Not unique, not rarity. I want weapons. See, there's a lot more swords here. 54 swords. 54 swords, 54 swords. Oh, and they can track who they killed with them. Ooh. And the claimants? That's kind of sick.
Which sword has the most kill count? Kill-tacular.
We did lose our spy master, so we need to refill that position. First job of the new spy master, go find out if our wife is cheating on us. We can claim the kingdom of Leon for some reason. We can ask the Pope for money. Would love to. $55. We make it to 55, not a year longer. And then this character either dies of a heart attack or becomes incapable. We are definitely going to go blind, though. At this point, our cloudy eyes are... Uh-oh. But I knew this secret. I was witness to the murder. You didn't need to tell me about it. Yeah, 54. I mean, for modern times, very young. For this times, also very young, it feels like. Because, like... It'd be interesting to see the average death now. Does everybody die much younger? Oh, this guy's got the dementia bad, guys. Like, how many more incapable? How do you spell incapable? Well, war's over. Why is it not coming up? Uplifting. Oh, we died of a heart attack. Yikes. Or did we... Yeah, we had the... What triggered? Oh, yeah, we had the heart attack. Oh, man. In the end, it was the faltering heart. Interesting. So our son takes the throne, the county, I guess. That's great. So, in the end, though faltering heart wasn't ticking up that quickly, it's the one that got us in the end. Seems like you can live pretty far with infirm and fragile bones, even though they both are severe detractors. Clouded eyes, we were on the verge of becoming blind. Withering mind, seems like after 21 years we kind of we were eventually become dementia ridden, but no. New trait, widow. I don't think so. I did see another trait where it was called like former emperor. Is that a real trait? Oh, also the Byzantines are conquerors. Stress gain is kind of buffed now, making friendship and diplomatic patriarchy friend line better. Yeah. Former. Okay, it is. I did see this. It is real. Yeah, former emperor. I'd seen it on the icons that happen. If anything, we would play as this little girl. Go off and be whatever this little girl wants to do with her life. Leave our family be in those things. But I think that's all we got for you today, guys. I know it was a short stream. We just wanted to kind of fuck around with the new elder traits to see what would happen with our characters. Mistress Oriel go on to be the bad bitch of the realm. Looks like HRE is big and strong. But yeah, that's from stepping down. Thanks for streaming. Bye. Yeah, let's go put some links. We could talk about this real quick. Will we make this into a video? I doubt it. But thank you again, everybody who came out today. We'll be back again tomorrow. We're gonna play some Age of Wonder. Age of Wonder is a game like Civ, but more fantasy focused. Also made by Paradox. If you would like to continue to support us further, you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We also have a Discord if you want to hear me yap more. And we also have a Patreon, which would be great if you would like to financially support us even more. Tarkus is still playing. He is following. Is Jillian still playing? I think she's still playing too. Or no, yeah, she's the character creation. She has not made it past her. I don't think she's made it out of her. Let's rate her. She's been live for 2 hours and she's not made it past the character creation yet. That's so funny. But yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. Age of Wonder. See you all then. Hope have a good rest of your day. Go watch that NASA stuff. Hopefully the launch is safe and successful. But yeah. Talk to you all later. Bye.